But do you guys know what is in front of the cafeteria?
Bell.
It's a bell. And by the way, I have no idea how old that bell is, but we think it goes pretty far back. It could even be the early 1800s that bell was forged. We don't know. If someone would do the research for me, I would give you extra credit in something. I don't know, or a bonus, who knows. But if someone can figure that out for me, I'd love it. So these two ladies graduated from here. And by the way, Ethel Brownsberger is the daughter of Sidney Brownsberger, who helped founded this school. And Janet Ducker both were here, and they took a nursing program. They started nursing some later years after they started. And they went and helped this gentleman called Colonel Bingham. He was in Asheville, and he had started this military academy. Colonel Bingham was a big school for its time, had about 300 students. And Colonel Bingham was dying. And they're like, where can we get some good nurses, some people to be with him? And they had the money and the means. And both of these ladies, graduates of here, went and worked with Colonel Bingham. And they worked with him and through his ailing health until he died, and helped the family in other ways. And pretty soon after he died, the academy went defunct. They went out of business. And they had this bell. And by the way, when I say a bell, do you guys know what a bell means? I mean, what it really means. It's hard to understand nowadays because we have all kinds of electronics and computers and so on. But you know what the bell was back in the day? The bell was the symbol of a school. It was the spirit of the school. Everything centered around the bell. In fact, if a school moved, they would be certain that the bell would move with the school because that represented the school. Because what is a bell used for? What do you think a bell was used for back in the day? What's ringing? Yes.
Class changes.
Class schedules? Yes, that was it. Ring for the class schedules. Anything else? Lunchtime? It was lunchtime. Anything else? Oh no! Hey, this is happening. Ring the bell.
Alarm.
Church, alarm, fires? Yes. Thank you. Very good. So that bell was everything. So the family, the school is no longer, and the family was like, where can we give this bell? Because we don't want to just, melt it or sell it or whatever. And they said, we remember Ethel and Janet, and that's why I call this Ethel and Janet's bell. Ethel and Janet, we remember them, the family, and said, we want to give it to the school where they came from. And they gave the school to Fletcher Academy some years ago. And that's why we have that bell where it is today. That bell is a symbol of the service and of the special place that students have here and what they will do when they leave. I hope that when you see that bell, you will remember that story. And one thing we're going to do today, we're going to ring that bell.
Okay, I got it.
This is you accepting the call to be a Fletcher Academy student and someday serving and being a greater part of this world in service for Christ. And there's something written on that bell. On the back of the bell, I want you to look for it sometime, okay? I don't know if we'll do it today. On the back of the bell, it says, ring in the old, ring in the new, ring out the false, ring in the true. Actually, I think it only has the first part of that, but that's the whole thing what it's come from. And that reminds me, too, of you. You're brand new. I don't care what your background was, 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade, if you got in trouble, or if you got some other baggage. This is a new day. You have a place to start here, start afresh, and to start in a way that you want to. And you always have a new day, actually. Keep that in mind. So I want you to take advantage of that with your time here and seize the opportunities that are given before you, just as Ethel and Janet did, just as our founders did, and just as all the people that have come forward to make this institution what it is today.